everyone, thanks for joining us here today at Cakes, Cooking and More. I'm Marie Lockwood. Today's recipe is a Black Forest sundae in an Isomalt shell, which is like a fake sugar. So it's a little healthier and a little less dangerous to work with. So let's see what we need. Okay, so for this recipe we need a few things. One, you're going to need a box of brownie mix and get that pre-made and cooled down. Mine's cooling behind me. Then I have some whipped cream, some vanilla ice cream, some cherry pie filling, a little bit of chocolate fudge sauce for ice cream topping, some little chopped, these are pecan and peanut together, a little bit of cherries for the top. These are called Isomalt nibs. Now some of you have probably never heard of these. I actually had to order them from Amazon. I could not find anywhere close by that actually had them, so I had to wait months to get them. These are a sugar substitute. So what we're creating is a sugar bowl, but instead of using real sugar and taking a very long time to heat and get it to the right temperature and make sure we don't burn ourselves, we're using isomalts. Now they are a fake sugar. You can eat them, so the bowl is still edible, but they're a little safer and a little easier to use. So we're just going to take out however many bowls that you're going to want to make. I'm using probably half my bag, and I'm just going to put it into a pot. What you want is a small sauce pan that can stand oven temperatures, because the isomalt gets really hot. Alright, and then what we're also going to need, I have a cookie sheet lined with a silicone mat, and on top of that is my mold. You can see that the bowls are going to be quite small, and that's okay. It's a very decadent dessert, and I don't need a huge one or everybody will be kind of so I do a small one. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is get our isomalts ready, and then we'll be back. You can see that they're starting to melt, and this is on a medium to low heat. You do not want to do a high heat. The last thing you want is something that gets this hot and this dangerous to your skin to bubble and possibly splash on you. So keep it at a low to medium heat and just keep going until all of the little rocks are melted completely down. It's been about 3 minutes now, so I think in total it takes 5 or 6 minutes when you're doing it stovetop. If you're buying Isomalt nibs, nibs are the little boxes like this, the little candy looking things. Those can be in the microwave or the stovetop. If you buy regular Isomalt, which comes out looking a little like sugar grains, that is a different thing. It is not as easy to make, and it's much more like messing with real sugar. So be careful which one you pick if you're going to get them. And I will put a link in the description box for Amazon of where I got them. But like I said, you do want to make sure you buy nibs, not the powdered kind or the granular kind. You can see they're melting really fast. And it's starting to bubble, so when it starts to bubble, you just want to keep stirring so that it doesn't start splattering. Like I said, this is very dangerous, hot. You do not want this on your skin. And the packages do come with directions and everything. Alright, now it's almost done. I've got one little clump left in the middle there. So I'm just going to keep mixing until that last little clump is all gone. I don't want a clump in my bowl. I want a nice pretty color. Now I did buy red, and it comes in a lot of colors. You can even buy it in clear and dye it yourself. But I liked the idea of getting it already dyed so that I didn't have to mess with it. Alright, now that the last of it is melted, we're going to remove that from the heat, and then we're going to start pouring onto our sugar bowls. So what you're going to do is slowly and carefully pour it over the little mold. You want to go all the way around. Like I said, we're going to be creating a bowl with this. You don't have to do a whole lot or get it perfect. We're going to fix that with a spatula. Now notice that I'm doing 3 apart from each other. You can do all 6 at the same time if you want. You're going to need a circle cookie cutter that will actually fit around this, and I don't have one. I do not have one big enough. So I'm doing them separated a little bit so that I'm not trying to, break the sugar without breaking my bowl. I'm just trying to fill in with the last of my sugar here. You can see it stays on pretty well, coats everything. It's really not that hard to mess with. It's much easier, like I said, than real sugar. It's a lot less work and it takes a lot less time. Alright, I'm going to set this behind me. Alright, now you can just take your Isomalt and pull that back up to cover any gaps while it's still cool, and it will still slow down, fall, and not create these weird little bubble shapes. If you wait too long, it doesn't quite work as well. So you definitely want to do this while it's still warm. Just being careful not to accidentally splash yourself or get it on your skin. I'm pretty sure you're going to end up in the emergency room if you get this on your skin, because it's going to be a bad burn. So make sure that you're very careful with it. Alright, now that we have that, we're going to let these set until they harden. So we're going to give them about 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, now we're moving on to the next step. You're going to take some of your isomalts, and you only need maybe 2 or 3 nibs for this part. Just depends on how many bowls you have. 1 nib will probably do like 2 bowls, so you don't need a whole lot. Alright, and we're just going to melt those down, just like we did before, because our bowls don't have a stand. So we're going to make a stand for each of our bowls. And we are going to very carefully pull our bowls off. You just pull the silicone mold away. There we go. And sometimes they have a crazy lip. Sometimes you can get that off. Be careful trying to get it off, because sometimes it will break your candy shape. And be careful not to crack the candy shape. Like I said, you just slightly pull away with the mold and it'll come off. And these little extra bits you can throw back in and remelt. Alright, now we're going to use our bowls. And you need a plate, however you want to serve it. And we're just waiting for these other nibs to melt to be usable. Alright, now that our Isomalt is remelted, you just want to pour a little drop right there in the middle. You don't need a whole lot. You're just going to take your bowl and set it on top. Just hold it for a minute and it will set and harden. Now that our bowl has set for a minute and it's pretty, I can lift the tray with it, so we're good to go. Alright, what we're going to do is take a little bit of brownie, and I crumble mine up because the bowl is so small. You kind of have to decide how you want to do it, but a whole brownie just doesn't quite fit. And since it's so decadent, I don't want to give a huge serving of food, so just put a little brownie in the bottom. Then we're going to take our cherry pie filling. And you want a couple of the cherries, and then you want a little scoop of the filling. And I just kind of try to shove it down in the side so it's not quite so tall in the middle. Alright, then we're going to take a scoop of our vanilla ice cream. Then we're going to take a little bit of our chocolate syrup. fudge sauce here and just drizzle that over the top. Alright, take a little bit of whipped cream. A little bit of our nuts. And then 1 cherry for the top. You can see it's quite easy. You would think it would be harder, but it's actually very easy to make. Okay, so that's it for our show today. You can see our Isomalt bowl is a little strangely shaped, but I think that gives it a little uniqueness. And of course we have our Black Forest Sundae inside. Now to eat it, you can scoop everything out, or you can break your shell. And it just takes a few taps with your spoon. And you can see that the shell is edible along with the dessert. So I hope you enjoyed our show today. Thanks for joining us here at Cakes, Cooking & More. I'm Marie Lockwood. Have a great day.